What's up guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a quick look at an accessory I don't think any of us saw coming. This is the smart battery case for the iPhone 6 and 6S, and is designed to extend the battery life of the smaller iPhone to match the iPhone 6 Plus and 6S Plus. Now this retails for $99, is available in charcoal gray or white. Now the Apple design is very similar to those third-party cases, but Apple has made some tweaks that optimize the case for the iPhone. So getting to the unboxing, first thing we need to do here is slide out the box, and inside we'll find our case. So of course I have two versions here in both colors, so we can take a look at both of them. Now flipping the case over, inside we'll find some paperwork which we can pull out. So we have a quick start guide, which is basically a simple image of how to install the case. It's very simple, and of course we have some warranty and regulatory information. Now at first glance, these look a lot like the silicone cases for the iPhone 6 and 6S. Very similar materials on the outside with this nice silky texture, which feels really nice in the hand but does like to pick up lint. Of course, on the inside we have this nice color matching microfiber material to protect your iPhone. Toward the top corner, we have a cutout for the camera, microphone, and LED flash. On the left side, we have our covered volume controls, in addition to a cutout for our mute switch. On the right side, again, we have a covered sleep-wake power button. You can also see toward the top that the case flexes for installation. I'll show you that in just a minute. The rest of the case is fairly rigid here, and that's because it contains the battery. Now, if you look closely embossed inside the casing, you'll find your capacity. So this is 1,877 milliamp hours. That more than doubles the 1,750 milliamp hour battery within the iPhone 6S, but you don't see double the battery life. But it does increase talk time from 14 to 25 hours, and internet browsing time on LTE from 10 hours to 18 hours. Also on the inside, kind of a strange place to put it, is an LED charging light. So when it's charging, it's amber, and when it's fully charged, it's green. Now down below we have this big charging apparatus. So we have a lightning connector which connects directly to the phone, so the battery discharges from the case to the iPhone using this lightning connector. Of course, we also have a lightning connector pass-through at the bottom. Now because this area covers up some vital functions for the iPhone, we do get some pass-throughs. So we have a pass-through for the speaker, the microphone, and a pretty deep pass-through for the headphone jack. So this means that not all headphones will work with this casing. Of course, Apple's EarPods will work with it, and some third-party headphones, but more often than not, your existing headphones will not work with this casing. Now, installing the phone is pretty easy. You just snap it in toward the top and slide it down until it makes the connection with the lightning connector. And as soon as it makes a connection, it starts charging your iPhone. There's no way to turn this off. So it's always discharging into your iPhone. So if your iPhone is at 100%, it's still discharging into your iPhone until the battery case drains. So there's no option to turn that off yet. Now, thanks to the battery widget within iOS 9, you can see the charge status of both the casing and the iPhone independently. So you can see which one is pulling power and which one needs to be charged. Now, because the case is always charging the iPhone, if you have the case plugged into a charger, it will charge the case and the iPhone at the same time. Now, if your iPhone is completely depleted, the case will charge it up to about 80%. Now, if you look at the bottom of the case with the phone docked, you'll find that the speaker and microphone are now facing forward. This is actually quite nice for speaker quality because the speaker is now facing the user, so I actually think the speaker sounds better with this case on than without. Ironically, in an effort to replicate the battery life of a 6S Plus, this case actually makes the 6S heavier than the 6S Plus. So with the case, the 6S weighs about 8.6 ounces, but the 6S Plus, even with Apple's leather case, weighs about 7.4 ounces. Ultimately, this is a very controversial accessory because it doesn't look very good with this battery pack sort of tucked in the back. It doesn't blend nicely with the case, but I actually like this design because this means there's less bulk around the casing. So when you're handling the phone, it doesn't feel as bulky as something like the Mophie Juice Pack. Of course, people will disagree here, but for me, I actually find this a little more comfortable to use. And the other issue here is you can't put the case on standby, so it's always discharging into the iPhone whether you want it to or not. But there are some benefits to this design. So we're using a lightning connector to charge the case and the phone at the same time when a lot of third-party cases are using micro USB. You can also easily check the battery status of the case thanks to the software on the iPhone, which is something you currently can't do with third-party cases. The case also integrates a passive antenna to improve cellular reception, which may otherwise be inhibited by the battery case. Ultimately, big bulky battery cases like these are why I prefer larger phones that already have larger batteries built in, like the iPhone 6S Plus. But for those who feel crimped by the battery life in their iPhone 6 and 6S, I actually think this is a nice solution, which is specifically designed for the iPhone. So there's less compromise here, but of course, opinions will vary on this. But what I want to know is what you think of this accessory in the comment section below. Please let me know. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again in the next video.